Welcome to this Killion Technology Solution training video on Joomla administration. In this training video, we're going to discuss working with images within your articles. The first place to start is to go to the back end of your website and log in. This will allow you to take you right to the page where you can either add a new article or go to Article Manager. In this particular case, we're going to go through our Article Manager because they're in an existing article that I want to work with. So whenever you bring up this article and you scroll down, you'll see after the body of it that there's an icon down here called Image. If you click on this Image button, it brings up what's called a lightbox. This lightbox is browsing the Stories folder in your website, and down at the bottom you have the ability to browse to a file on your computer. In this particular case, let's upload this car picture here. And notice it has the path to the location on your computer. You choose Start Upload, and now you'll notice that it shows up here in the article in alphabetical order. So we choose the car and we can click on Insert. When we insert it in here, we now see it appear on the page. Now, it didn't appear necessarily where I wanted it to, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do that just right after I show you a couple of things. It's very simple to resize an image in the Joomla administration console. You can what I recommend is dragging it by the corner and resizing it. The reason that I recommend dragging it by the corner is that it maintains the aspect ratio of the picture. You make it smaller without scrunching it down too high or narrowing it up. If you grab the bottom and you do this inadvertently, notice that it's squashed down here, and there is no way back to find out what the aspect ratio was supposed to be. It doesn't. There's no return to normal here. So the only way that you can recover from this is to delete the image and reinsert it on the page. But this is I'm going to choose this as format heading 2, and at the top here I'm going to do a test, and I'm going to align the image to the left. So I want to put my cursor right where I want the image to be, and then I'm going to go back down here again, click on Image, select my car image and choose Insert. Notice that this word lorem is now to the right of the image. I can resize my image, and right here with this icon I could go into the properties of the image and set it to be. Notice over here it gives you a preview that lorem is going to start at the bottom of the image. Well, I don't want that to happen. I want it to be aligned to the left. Now notice that lorem ipsum starts at the top and it works its way down. And then I can update the image. And on this page, it doesn't show you exactly how it's going to render, but you get a good idea. Notice also that the text is right up next against the image. Well, what I could do there is we go back in there again, and we can choose to add a margin on the right and uncheck this equal values. That way we can put in a special margin here. And let's just do 8 pixels. And then we update, we choose yes, and notice now that there's a space in here. So it's very flexible in the way that you put your images up here. Now this isn't enough. Let me show you how to do a test, a right image, because when you put images on a page, it looks better if you stagger them from right to left amongst the text. So I'm still going to start right where they want the image to appear, and I'm going to have to upload another image. Let's browse, and this time let's put this cat image here, and then start the upload. And you'll notice that the cat image, again in alphabetical order, ends up right here. We're going to select it and we're going to insert it. Now notice that the cat is on the left still. Let's resize the cat a little bit and then go up here to the image, and we're going to choose to align it to the right, and we're going to do the same thing. Since it's on the right, as this preview shows you, we may want to add some margin to the left of the picture. So let's add another 8 pixels to the left of the picture to make sure the text is not right down underneath it. Let's go ahead and add a border to this picture too. Let's make it a big thick 5-pixel border. We're going to make it a solid line. We're going to update, and it warns us that we haven't put a description in. Notice now that that cat picture is very sharp with its bold border. Um, and then when we save the page, we can actually see how it's going to view. I recommend just hitting apply. That way you can come back to your article. And then we go back to your website, and let's look and see how it looks. The website shows exactly as we would expect it to be. This image is aligned to the left, and then this image is aligned to the right. This is the type of behavior we would like to see from these images on the page. It is very, very crisp, very professional looking. So we can go back to the back end and we can modify anything that we might need to with it. So that's how you get images uploaded and some basic formatting on the page. I urge you to go into this edit option here and do some trial and error. Try maybe some rollover, mouse over effects if it's something you want to do. You can also work with the alternative text, and you can see how when you hover over the image how the alternative text becomes available. And then the last thing I want to do before we conclude this session is I want to show you about managing all your images, and we do this under Site with an application called Media Manager. And in Media Manager, you see that it looks like a folder structure on your computer, and you may be surprised to see that your images are not here. The reason is they're all stored under the Stories folder. This is a Joomla standard. I don't know why they choose the word Stories, but they did. If you go into Stories, you'll see that your car image is there and then the cat image is there. If you want to remove images, say you're filling up your website with too many pictures and you've run out of space, you can delete images. You can also preview your images here. So this is a good place to go in and oh, by the way, you can also upload images here. If you just want to do a batch upload of all the images you want to put on your website in one place, then they'll be there when you go to add them to your article. So I hope this has been helpful. I know that adding images on a website is very important to a lot of people, and I know that getting them up there and looking good can be a little bit challenging. I urge you to be patient and enjoy the process of learning how to do this. Thank you.